Hello everyone, welcome back to my new video. In this video, I will show how to implement Alarm Manager in our Android application. This is the final application which we build in this video. When I click this floating action button, it opens our material alert dialog. In this dialog, I need to enter title and a message for our alarm. Let's enter title and message. When I click this picker time button, it opens our material time picker, which we can easily pick a time for our alarm. For this demonstration, I want to schedule alarm for 1 minute from the current time. I pick the time, I click on PM and click OK, and I close this application. As you can see, our app successfully sends a notification when the alarm is triggered. When I click this notification, it opens our main activity. Let's start creating this project. I created a new project for this video. I already done a couple of things to save your valuable time. I built a very simple user interface for main activity. It has only one floating action button. When user click this button, I want to open middle alert dialog, and I also created a layout for our alert dialog. It has a two edit text to get the value from the user for the title and the description. Let's start building this application. Let's start by declaring necessary permission for app. In this app, I will show a notification when alarm is triggered. For app that targets Android API level 33 or Android 13 or above, we need a runtime permission for notification. Declare permission for notification, named post notification. And we also need a normal permission for our exit alarm if our target application level is Android 13 or above. Named use exit alarm permission. Use exit alarm. Now we have successfully declared the permission. Let's start creating the application. First, I structure the package for this project. In our top level application package, create a new package named alarm, and create another package named receiver. In this receiver package, it contains all our broadcast receivers. In our alarm package, let's create a Kotlin data class named alarm. It will be later used by our AlarmManager class. It contains field like title and a message for our alarm, where message, and also time to trigger our alarm in millis. That will be long. And also create our broadcast receiver in a receiver package. Right click new, name it alarm receiver. This will extend our broadcast receiver. It has a simple one method on receive. Let's override it. This function is called when our alarm is triggered, and also create a interface in our alarm package named alarm worker. This is because the method we are going to use in our alarm manager. The reason because of creating interface instead of class is only for abstraction. That help us to test our alarm manager with fake version. Let's declare two method function schedule and cancel. It will use it for cancel the alarm. Let's add our alarm as a parameter for this function. Let's create an implementation for this alarm worker interface, this alarm package. This is a class that implements our alarm worker. This is, let's implement it. Inside this schedule function, we need to schedule our alarm. In alarm manager has a multiple method. Alarm manager is also a system service like other services in Android, such as notification service or sensor service. When we need to access system service, we generally use get system service, but this method needs context. Declare context in this class constructor. Private well context. Now we can easily access the get system service like this. As you can see, We can easily access the alarm service by using this context. As I previously mentioned, Alarm Manager has a multiple methods. I divided it into two categories, exact and inexact. Exact alarms are triggered precisely with the supplied time. This is not in a case in inexact alarm. For alarm clock, we generally use set, exact and allow while idle. This will execute our alarm precisely without considering if the device is those mode or not. Let's use that function to schedule our alarm. To satisfy this function, we need to provide three parameters: type, trigger at millis, time to trigger our alarm, and the pending intent. There are two types of alarm: elapsed real time and RTC. Both have a wake up version to wake up our device. Elapsed real time calculates the time since the device was boot, including sleeping. RTC calculates the system clock time. Let's use alarm manager RTC wake up. Trigger at millis, we can provide alarm dot time to trigger our data class field. For pending intent, let's create a pending intent. I added pending intent. For the request code, I provide a hash code for our alarm data class. Hash code returns the same ID for the same object. Let's import our intent also for alarm receiver. To pass data between this alarm worker implementation class to receiver class, we can use put extra and pass our data. I pass alarm dot title and the message. Let provide this value to our this function argument. We successfully schedule our alarm. To cancel our alarm, we just call alarm manager dot cancel. Just pass this pending intent. I just copy it and then paste. Let's remove the variable. That's all. We don't need to pass any values for cancelling the alarm. And we successfully implemented the alarm manager implementation class. Let's move to our main activity. When user click on floating action button, we need to show alert layout. I write code for that. I skip this step because of the purpose of this video is implementing alarm manager. I implemented the remaining part in our application. When user clicks on this floating action button, I simply check if the user has granted the permission or not, post notification permission. If he granted, I simply call the open dialog function. In this function, I show alert dialog. I get the value from the edit text for title and the description. And check the if any text field is empty, I simply show a toast message. Else I call this open time picker function. This function I show my material time picker. As you can see, when user click on the positive button, I call the another function called create alarm. In this function I use java.util calendar class to convert my hours and minutes to minutes, and I use the callable reference for a existing declaration. If you want to cancel the alarm, just call the cancel. And I also created the notification in alarm receiver class. As you can see, starting from Android 8.0 Oreo and above, we need a notification channel to serve notification. So I just created a application class and created the notification channel for this application, and I declare this application class in our manifest. We successfully completed the code part. Let's run this application. I click this floating action button. Let's enter some title and message. I want to schedule time for 1 minute from the current time. So I pick that time and click on OK. Let's close this application. Let's wait if this application sends a notification or not. As you can see, our application successfully sends a notification when the alarm is triggered. If you want to know how to show a notification in Android and how to request a runtime permission, feel free to comment in this video description. I tried to make this video. And I also created a GitHub repository alarm clock app. This app I also implemented the room database for storing scheduled alarm, and it has a lot of feature than the app what we just built in this video. I will provide this app repository link in this video description. This is all for this video. I will hope you will like this video. If so, don't forget to like and subscribe this channel. And I will see you in the next video.